Oh, for those of you joining me tonight, I am doing some building, working on the modules for the Ice Bears. So I'm working on these levels here with the Ice Bears. I've already built the levels themselves for the bears. Just need to add the bears as I go. Hopefully, I've got enough of the right bears to do that. So currently, though, I'm actually working on the other side, which just has the two panels, clear panels. Which now that I realize I went live, might have gone live a little early. I am missing the bag of the other panels, so I have to go hunt for them. Oh, you know what? I am going to need to change something here. Full panel. Sound. Oh, okay. Using one of my molds. Since nobody's on with me right now, I am going to play some music. Play some Met by Fate, local Denver band. This should be considered late night building, but I do need to get these three last sections done. I do want to try and get some professional photos done of the castle before I head off to Chicago, if possible. That'd be the ultimate goal. so that side is done because it's 2 above that. And I'll have to build the flat top. And some more plates. Okay. Okay. Let's get some bears ready. Okay, now I am missing something. I will be back because I am missing some slopes. There's a couple there. Still missing some stuff, but did find some bags of stuff. Some stuff I actually didn't realize I had. Just need a few of these to start with. Okay, so just got to make sure to turn the bears so their eyes are closed, I guess, for the most part. I mean, some of them are open, and some of them. We set the arms so that they can actually lean next to the bed. There's 3 ice bears sleeping. And now that those are in place, now I start using some of the other more interesting modules to play. We do have just your standard 1x2 clears, but I always like to have, I do have more of these on order too. Got more coming. How soon they'll get here is anybody's guess. And then, so we're just going to start building here. I'm pretty much allotting 10 headlight bricks per module right now, just so I can do some more building if I want to. At the rate I'm going, I think I'm going to have enough plates to do some of the, maybe a couple more clovers on the keep, perhaps. That's what I'm thinking anyways. So if you're watching this later, you'll actually hear that. So yeah, so basically we're just going to build this up to where we get above the heads of the bears. And I'll put the next one on top. And we just build up till we get to this level here, where I'll use the other mold and build the top, which will be 4 plates thick. I've had at least one accident at Brickworld before where someone pushed down a little too hard on something when they were trying to put something on the castle, and I broke some, it caved in. So on some of the modules, they're a little bit harder to fix. Now all the modules should be good enough to fix if that happens again, but the goal is to build it so that I don't have to worry about that. That way people can place all the stuff they want on the castle and it won't be a big deal. So that's the goal. So the goal is to use some headlight bricks here and there. Probably not the smartest way to do that, but you know what? We'll go ahead and do that. It's like they always put the headlight where it's kind of, it makes sense, where there's going to be some overlap later on. I always got to figure out too where the head part will be. So. That was interesting. That's a good shot there. Didn't expect it to end up there. Need some more. Need some more 1x1s. Pump some there. You'll have to admit my building area is kind of trashed right now, but it is what it is. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be effective. I always want to, every once in a while, look, see where they're at in terms of height. The nice thing is I do have a bunch of the 1x1 trans blacks too, which I've since added to the building repertoire for the castle to give me more options for when it comes to adding that texturing. Something I really hadn't had in a while, but figured I'd get some of those. It never hurts to have some. I think I even have more coming. Really, a European order coming from Bricklink for some more stuff. I always need more. Still getting up to a little bit. And the goal is just to kind of always just kind of plan and see just how everything goes. And it's just kind of all, I mean, just to, you know, just going crazy with whatever I kind of think I want to do. It's kind of the way it goes, is just kind of start building. Actually, that could actually be one of these. That'll probably work like that. It's probably too high. Do that there. So here we go. So you can kind of see what we're doing here. So it's, you know, the texture starting to take form. Using a lot of the solid bricks too also does help, you know, save pieces. I mean, the goal is to preserve as much as I can. So, you know, it needs to, I mean, if anybody's seen the keep would be nicer, more tiered, kind of like the Disney castle. That's kind of what I'm that's kind of what I'm shooting for, is something kind of to that effect. So, just a matter of just kind of setting it up. And of course, everybody sees, I mean, I'm using molds to try and keep it as straight as I can going up. So it's just kind of keep building up. For those who want to know, that's Met by Fate, local band. I work part-time with one of the guys, so it's kind of cool. This is their thing, so it's Met by Fate. So anybody is interested in that, that's them. If any of the fans get on and, you know, want any of that stuff, just let me know. I am coming to Brick World. If you're going there, I can bring something like that with me. Actually, one of the songs at the end, what is it called? Flight of the Dragons, might get used for something I'm still working on for the show, so it might still get used. We'll see. See what time allots. Okay, now I got to prep the next one because this will go right on top there. So I can get these guys ready. And give them a little bit of a pillow. Just using the cheese wedges for that. And it's kind of things where it is what it is. I guess it could be something else, but I mean, some pillows will be a little bit sharper than others because I only have so much room on here. I used to have it go all the way across, touch. Didn't really like that as much. I kind of liked the recessed ability a little bit, so it's recessed off the wall a bit. The goal kind of is for the guys to, and I'm going to find lots of pieces when I get done on this project here because pieces jump everywhere. So getting there, getting closer. I do have a few errant bears in here too. Nice thing is my keep has a bunch of them, so I might be able to pull some from there. And I did find another bag of guys too. So the only thing is I'm hoping they're all built correctly that are inside the castle, because these guys are going to be tough to pull out if I ever need to. So once they're set, we're just going to go ahead and just verify that it is tall enough. And then it's just because it is a different alignment, it does kind of sometimes want to stick. So there we go. If you turn around this way, you can actually see there are two sets of bears in there asleep, and there is a little clearance on the ears there, so it's really good. And then now we just start building again. We do have some overlap a little bit. We're going to see a few little double setups. Okay, we're going to keep Sometimes it's all about just looking to see how cool it looks. Oh, you know, I'm going to remember to do this. I'm going to try to connect both sides. It'd be bad to forget about that. Just building it up, kind of getting it so that it's so both sides are touching. That's kind of the goal. Whoops. Well, this was a live stream. It was a suggestion of a friend. Not sure who we'll see tonight. I mean, it's kind of late. It's almost already 10 o'clock here. So we're coming. You can kind of look. It's getting there. Just got to get to this level here. And then we'll start on the top. Getting there. We're getting almost to the top. Top will be less exciting. So you can kind of see one here that's kind of is in a bag somewhere. And I think this is gonna be my favorite one here. This is Flight of the Dragons. Let's turn this up a little bit. This is going to be an instrumental piece. It's a good song. I like it. After that, and before we build, we're going to go ahead and take apart this module real quick here. I'm going to build it upside down so that it's easier to make sure that it's all working together. Okay, well, we're back to more building of the roof here. So basically it's just a matter of just getting it to be, it's 10 wide, so just got to get, I just always push it flat on the table, make sure it's straight across. And, you know, some of the tops won't have as much or any texturing in that top section. Some of the newer walls will. It's just, you know, it's one of those things where it's possible those might be able to be changes to be made later on. As of right now, it's just there's always a little bit that changes. Some of the wall sections will be more detailed in terms of texture than others, and that might be just the availability of pieces. You know, I mean, it's one of those things where I've had to order some different pieces over time, so as I order pieces, more become available for texture. So I don't have a lot. I try to stretch it, you know. So some of the early sections will show where I had to make it stretch. So it doesn't look like anybody's going to join me this evening is what it looks like. So, but it will be, we're going to go ahead and try and stream until this top section is done. And see how long it takes. It does take a little bit of time. I will admit it's not super quick. The wall modules should go a little bit faster with the fact that the beds are ready to go, so they should go faster from that standpoint. Just kind of think I have a weird itch today. It's out in the rain, weird weather today. I'm just going to grab another handful of plates. I'm right center stage here. We have a giant bin back here. Not sure how big it is in terms of size, but it does have a lot of plates in it, which is good. I do always have more coming on the horizon, which is always a good thing too. Which reminds me, I probably should reopen my Bricklink store. Try and sell some stuff. I pretty much have mostly poly bags. Probably will be popping on some of the guys, some of the Dimension stuff. I do have those have been popping up on sale here and there, so I might have some of those guys out there. We'll see. Some older sets. I have a lot of Star Wars. Don't really do much with the Star Wars, but might put a few of those out on the website. Funny, a lot of pieces fall off. If I build too quickly, they do fall on the floor, which is always entertaining too. And my stuff, my camera does jump a little bit. It's that new. It's one of those Logitech web streaming 922s, and just I guess the drivers don't work as well with some of the programs I'm using, like Google Hangouts. It is what it is. Is what it is. So we got 2 more to do here, and we'll have all the individual sections in here for the top. We got 1 more to do, and then we start doing some cross plates across so that stays sturdy. Like I said, it's always good to make sure that even myself can put guys on and not damage it. I've had a few wall sections in the past where I've actually put bears on and actually broken right through. So I mean, it's one of those things where this time around we're going to try and not spare anything and just kind of go crazy and make sure that they are nice and strong. So that's what we're doing, just kind of this here. I'm just doing the cross sections this way, making sure to add some of the trans black in here as we go. So they're still kind of loose in numbers. We'll kind of start that. I try to make it the same on each side, so it's uniform for the most part. As soon as I do have some of the 1x1s, I'm going to add at the ends. Handful time. I think in a handful I get about 100 plates, something like that. Might be a little bit less, might be a little bit more. I think I counted one day. I think I was right around 100, I think. So we're just going to keep building here. Just kind of keep going, keep building it so it's And then I'll have 2 walls done. And what I'll probably do is probably stop streaming and then save the crenellation part of the top of the towers for the Friday Night Bricks. Probably should have started streaming a little bit sooner. Probably should have jumped on this a little earlier. Might try and do that, just spur of the moment streaming here and there, other than the Friday Night Bricks. As you can see, it's just a matter of just keep adding more plates. The goal is, like I said, to make it sturdy, make it strong. I mean, it does get a fair amount of bears on the walls. Can't hide them all on the walls, but I'll be hiding probably, hoping 100 or so. Might hide some in the keep too. And this guy here. I need a bunch of these clear guys, 1 by 1s. The top 2 section, or the top 2 levels, were going this way, so the last 2 will be going this way. Still kind of flexible for the most part. Just keep going. So probably over 100 plates in the scoops, because each row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 in each row. And there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 this way. So probably 100 plates, pretty much just, each level. Somewhere in that neighborhood, about 100 or so, because you get the 1 by 1s too. But if it's a full row, it's 10. Partial row is 9, but the 9 will actually get 11 because it'll have 2 1 by 1s. So it'll actually, there's a fair amount. There's definitely a lot of pieces in this castle. And if 1 by 2 clear or 1 by 2 trans black plates ever show up on the wall, first time probably for the trans black, but if the clear ones show up again, the castle can get much larger. Probably would turn into a much normal sized minifig scale collaboration if they ever showed up back. Oh, looks like I got somebody watching. Somebody jumped in. Hello, how are we doing? Just working on the top for some more wall modules. Building the bear modules. So just kind of building that up. Almost finished with this top section here. I have a total of 4 wall sections that need to be completed, as is Brickworld is around the corner. I almost finished one last night, save the crenellations for Friday night. So it's missing the top. But just, this one's almost ready to go on top of that one, which is always a good thing. Always nice to see a completed module, and as I get closer, the goal is to finish these modules and then get some nice photos taken before I head off to Chicago. For whoever's watching, you can ask questions if you want in the chat. I do have that up so I can see that. And this is almost 4 pieces left. And then, in that 4 thick, like parts of the previous video say, the goal is to keep it so that people do not destroy stuff. So there it is. Make sure the textured is on this side. And just squeeze it together. And since somebody's watching, we'll go ahead and show. Okay, so basically with this guy, this lines up like this. So the goal is to get some tiles on here. I need to find some of the tiles I need. I'm going to grab some 1x1s. And I should have, thought I had some 1x2s. Oh, there they are. Trying to run away. So the goal is to, oh, and actually I keep forgetting the most important part is actually I need 4 pieces, 4 corner pieces to actually hold it together. And that's all that holds it together, just those pieces there. But the tiles will support it and make it look good. So we'll go ahead to the front here. And we do have some clear, so we'll do a little bit of texturing, not a lot, just a little bit. Not right now. I'm going to get some more on shipment here soon. Which means some of it will have to be changed. And what I've been doing lately too is I'm only going to do the, whoa, I lost a section here. Only going to do just the one, and then everything will be at the same level. And usually I do this, I do this. I'm going to go ahead and do. And this is just to support the bed, so the bed doesn't put too much weight on everything. Just go to the back. We are missing a fair amount of pieces here. I need more stuff. I'm running low. But hopefully I will have some more here pretty soon. Put him in the center. That means I need 2 more of these. And then when that is all done like that, just sits on that. You can see it. If without the tiles on there, it kind of gives a nice walkthrough. So that's 2 sections done. Without crenellations, of course, and then I have two more bottoms that need those upper sections. I think what I'm missing right now is I'm missing some of my purple plates, my purple panels, and I don't know. I could have sworn I had some on a shipment recently. Don't know where they all went to. That is my problem, is I'm missing some key pieces to continue the stream. is the problem. I'm missing some panels. Well, I guess we'll start. I don't know where they went to. They disappeared on me. Start the bottom for now. I'll have to figure out where. That's the problem, is my collection is not as organized as hoped. It's getting there. I do have a bunch of orders. I had ordered some stuff, and yeah, could have sworn they all should be here. I don't think I ran out. It's possible I ran out. Don't think I did. I'll use 2 there. So here we're just building up. On this side, it's going to be 6 high before we use the panels. I'm just using a mold to keep it as square as possible. If you've built with plates or anything like that where you're building inside of something else, it doesn't, there's always a little bit of a slack, a little bit extra room. And so I'm just going to build this up. At 3, I need to go to 6. And it is methodical, just like, you know, anything you're building with plates. I have lots of them right now because I've disassembled a ton of modules. So we're at 3, we're at 5, and so this would be module 6 here, or level 6, which means I need to probably find some panels. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just build another one. It's just easy, just lay them in the trough and build it. The molds help if you're building with plates. And first time around it wasn't. A lot of stuff wasn't square. Found that out kind of when I went to mills and tried just dropping stuff in. It wasn't as straight. It's a lot straighter now. The bases of the corner sections probably need to have some cross members to keep them straight and square. Maybe something if I ever do another remodel, that's something I could maybe add. But even then, this guy, the gatehouse is going to have to, the mills plates for that are going to have to be altered from the standpoint that it used to curve in and now it's square. We have some ice squares in there. So know if you were on earlier. I'm going to go ahead and turn on. This is Flight of the Dragons by Met by Fate. Instrumental. By one of my friends. Pretty cool. It was about 5 minutes, so it's a long song. Or 5. And while you listen to that, I'm going to go really quick here and look and see if I can find my purple panels real quick. Hopefully they're close. Be back in a moment. Oh, goody. I found some. This is good enough to continue. I only need 4, so here we are. Found some. Found 6. Looks like 8. 8 of them. And my person is gone. So you left. I apologize. All you had to do was wait a few minutes, and I've been back. So I'm going to continue to build here. Some more 1x1s. A little handful of them. And they are more of the actual clear than if some of the other ones I have. I do have a bunch of kind of yellowish ones. Whoop, pieces trying to run away. Well, looks like somebody's back. If you were the same person that was here earlier, I did find 8 purple panels. So I am going bonkers here, and I'm going to try and finish finish my last two upper sections for tonight. It'd be kind of nice. And then all I have left is crenellations for Friday, maybe. Unless I can get that done tonight too. That's a little bit more work. But just kind of, as you can see, I'm just kind of just building up next to the purple. There isn't a lot that holds it together. It's just the bottom, and then there's a top, but it does have that top section, which is 4 thick, which will hold it pretty good together. It sits on top of the wall anyway, so it's not like it's going to be massive. So. Hello, Hoosier. How's it going tonight? Watching me build some Hope Castle. Are you going to Brick World, Chicago? Because that's where this next the next appearance of Hope Castle will be at. You can see in the background. You can see the new gatehouse. Doing a more textured system. The inside, which is kind of just the inner part of the castle. Sorry, I wish you could sleep too. For me, I generally don't go to bed till late, so my friend suggested I do a live stream. He's already in bed because he's out on the East Coast, so figured to just jump on, see if anybody would watch. So I'm just building. Gotta get these last couple sections done for Brick World, so is what it is. Plus, if I get these done, I might have a chance to maybe get hopefully some professional photographs taken before I leave. Kind of like, I don't know if you know Alice Finch out on the West Coast. She took some good pictures of her Harry Potter castle, which were really good. I'm trying to get something kind of like that of the castle. If you're curious on the size, with all the wall sections, I think I requested 6 standard base plates by 15 for Brick World. So it's a rather large setup. You go to hopecastle.org. Music festival, yeah. Well, I'd say if nothing else, there might be some live streaming, from Brick World. I know I was going to try and do some. I have a show called Friday Night Bricks. So I know I was going to try and do some streaming. I know they're going to have a studio there. So, I mean, that might be a good way to check in and see what's going on. Yes. Well, no. He did talk me into streaming, but he never joined me. He just said, what did he say? Wish I could join you, but turning in for the night, have fun. So, but he suggested it. So I'm doing it. I was building anyway, so it's not like it's something I wouldn't be doing. I guess I could, so, but yeah, but just kind of, he knows that I need to kind of get this done. I mean, I took a bunch of wall sections to get myself motivated to get these done. So if I took them apart, it would motivate me to get them done, the new ones. And I have a bin of brick that shows that I did take a bunch apart. So. Have you been to Brick World before? That would be my question. If you've been there before, I probably have met you, I'm guessing, most likely. But yeah, it's just building. So what's your you got any current shows coming up? Yeah, month. I have to probably finalize some travel arrangements. See, I got to figure if I'm driving my vehicle or if I'm renting. I think I'll probably just drive my own, unless vans have come down in price. But I mean, I'm mostly done. I mean, if you look, back over here, most of my stuff is, for the most part, kind of done. So we'll see here. I'm looking at the wrong screen here. So yeah, so those wall sections back in there, those are up on that shelf. These are all sections for it. So it's pretty much done. So it's, I mean, I just need these, and then I'll have to make some mills adjustments on site. I've been to, they did a Brickfest. I did Brickfest New England, or actually Brick Fair New England, and then I did, they did a Denver, I think they did the Denver Brickfest at one time. And then Brick Universe I've not been to. I was trying to do it last year in Wisconsin, but organizer didn't get back to me until it was too late. At that point, I had already whatever. So I'm trying to do Brick World Chicago this year, Brick World Wisconsin this year, hopefully, and then we'll see. We'll see what time will tell. I mean, I need to get to Brick Fair, Virginia, just so I can say I've been to, you know, the big three, because I went to BrickCon a couple years ago. So that guy's not one of them. Take these two guys. And so I need to figure out what I did with my bag of slopes. So do you do any of the other Brick Worlds? I take it if you're Hoosier, you're in Indiana. So have you hit any of the other Brick World shows, Brick World Indy, or any of those? This is just a matter of just getting these guys. So they look like they're rested. And I have 800 of these bears, so the more I can put into the castle, the less I have to set up. I mean, there are going to be some walls with only 4 bears, but the average is about 6 right now. And actually, there's the super long one will be 8, so it'll probably make up for it. So this guy just sits in there. He's doing enough of them, so he does a few of those. So it's just a matter of figuring out what to go to. And yeah, Brickfest Philly. I mean, one of these years I'll maybe get out there. So now we start building the wall on top of the bed section here. And I'm running out of the trans black plates. I think I might have one more little bag around here. I just ordered 1,000 more from Europe, so hopefully they'll get here before I leave for Chicago. We'll see, because it'll probably stall any other stuff I'm working on. Yeah, just gotta, like you said, somehow you gotta fit it in your schedule, I guess, you know. Or take small mocks if it's close to, you know, Philly or something, or maybe on the way to Philly. So we're just gonna build up some stuff. So it's all random. It's just whatever my head decides to put in here. It's a little bit more interesting as I build next to the bears. But the headlight bricks eventually will have tiles on them. So for 3-dimensional, so there's a bunch of them scattered in here. Some have more than others. And then it's just a matter of when I get to Chicago, just punching them all in, because none of them have it in right now. I have kind of delayed on that. Oh, no. So that's kind of one of those delays. Okay. Catch you later, Hoosier. we'll see you around. Nothing else. Check in on Friday night. Hinkle and I should be doing our thing, 9 p.m. Eastern. Look for us, same channel. And, yep, sounds good. See you Friday. Sounds like it could be entertaining, is from what I hear. I think I'm going to, you know what, folks? I'm going to cut it here. I've been on for an hour. I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here. This is, we got a good amount. I might still build. I'm not going to build while I stream. I'm going to get off the stream because I need to do some, I need to multitask a little bit. So have a good night, everybody. And remember, Friday Night Bricks, 9 p.m. Eastern, myself as main host, and then Kevin Hinkle, my co-host, and then you might see some people from Pink Bucket Brigade and also some more Demlug members. Have a good night. Thanks. Have fun and keep building.